All right, lovelies, it is 8/8 or Lionsgate. It's all about manifestation. And today we're going to talk about how does your trauma that you've experienced, your emotions that you're storing in your body, your negative emotions, contracting emotions, fear, anger, resentment, not being able to forgive, not being able to let go, do all those emotions block your process of manifestation? So let's break it down. I'm really excited. We're going to do some drawing exercise. And here we go. So this is you. And this is all your emotions here, right? And I'm going to draw some hair, and some hands, and some legs. So this is you. And you want to manifest a flower, or a house, or a job, or whatever you want to manifest. So how does this manifestation process work, right? It's a thought, something you're thinking of, your desire, that you're turning into an intention. You declare it, you say it, and then you take an action, and that thing materializes, right? So you're thinking, you have a thought process, I want a flower, right? Flower. And then you say, I am going to get a flower, right? You speak it, you declare it, and then you walk, and you see an actual flower outside. Okay, it's a Hawaiian flower. So you walk, and there's so many flowers, and you've manifested the flower. Now, this is an easy manifestation. What if, however, you wanted a boyfriend, right? Or a loved one. You wanted true love, right? Or whatever it is. Same process, right? However, think about inside. These are all your emotions, right? So you have one of your emotions. This is your emotional body, right? You have anger, you have fear, right? You have resentment, maybe your relationship with all those things in your body, regardless of what you're trying to manifest. When you're trying to get the flower, or you're trying to do the action that it is to materialize those things you want to manifest, right? You need a certain amount of energy to turn that thought form into a physical form, right? This energy that you need is being blocked. So there's only a certain amount of energy you have inside of you. And then maybe you're working with outside energy of the universe, right? If part of your energy, let's say you have 100%, right? That's how much you have. But then 20% goes towards thinking about your anger, 20% goes towards thinking about your fear, 20% goes towards your resentment, right? 40, 60, 20% goes towards limiting belief systems, 80. So now you're down to 20%, right? That's how much energy you have. So 20%, right? So you are only working with 20% out of your energy. And to manifest that thing that you're trying to manifest, you need 80%. And that's why it's taking so long. That's why it's not working. That's why you're doing all the affirmations. You're trying to think and manifest.